I am so tired of this shit. Tired. I need to fall asleep. We've recorded like 650 some odd episodes of 20 panels. I'm no more. No more.
And as you fall asleep, you awake to the nightmare that is Die, which is the game we are playing a tabletop RPG about regular everyday people who get lost in a fantasy world that feeds on their fears and desires. My name is Phil. I am the game master for our game. I just wanted to quickly recap the story so far since we've had a lot going on and things have it's been a topsy-turvy road so far. Um, so what has transpired? Through mysterious means, Garion Eddings came into possession of Die, a tabletop RPG with metaphysical transportation capabilities. He played a game with his sister and her bandmates and came back the only survivor. On the day of her funeral, Garion ditched the ceremony to play a second game of Die with his old friends from the game store, the only place they ever met at. Lex Romansky, Lewis Chisholm turned Alan Spectrum, and Eamon Hartwell, the kid who always watched. Shortly after arriving in another world, a desolate, devastated future, Garion fell to his knees. A shadow monster burst forth from the top of his head, but nobody seemed to notice. Eamon, uncovering memories of secrets past, Lex, running from reality, and Alan being Alan, they hardly noticed the possession by the god of fire burned up what little life Garion had left. And lastly, they came into conflict with Strife, who had somehow latched on to Garion's consciousness when he traveled back to this world. Uh, and we ended the previous episode with the party splitting at their at the end of their conflict, and Rose, Alan's love interest, being pulled into this world through well, that's right. You don't have your D6, but let's introduce the rest of the cast. Um, as we pass out the dice and perform the ritual to go into die. First up, we have the D10, and that one is wielded by.
That would be wielded by Lex, or Alex Romansky. That's played by me, Peter Eggleston Connor. And yeah, she's currently sneaking onto enemy lines, apparently.
That's right, going full rogue Neo shit this episode. Next, we have the D12, which was wielded by Garion when he was helping, or what was left of Garion while he was helping the party. Um, After that, we have the D8, which is wielded by.
Uh, it's me, Jonathan, wielded by Eamon, who, with everything going on and with the way his brain works, suddenly thought, I think I left my charger back at the game store.
It's a good one. Next, we have the D4, which is wielded by Strife, the uh, demonic dictator. She's going to be a piece of work this episode, if she wasn't already. And next, I would pass this D6 over to Ted, but he gave it up at the end of last episode, so he's just a regular guy. He's just a regular guy right now.
Didn't I used to have a skateboard?
Yes, there was a skateboard. I think it was like a shiny chrome 90s skateboard that came from techno spiders from Mars, spinning webs underground, something like that.
We're on Mars.
Hmm.
Well, the spiders are from Mars because of Ziggy
Um,
Stardust and all that. And lastly,
gotcha.
we have the D20, which is mine. And now, if you'll close your eyes, take your dice in hand, slowly lower it to the table. Three, two, one, let go. Open up, and we are in the world of Die. So to clear up exactly how the party split at the end of last episode. The Marshmallow Phoenix snatches up Eamon in one claw and Alan in another, while Lex runs over, jumping to grab onto some body feathers. The massive bird swoops over the stage, stretching its claws inwards towards the depths of the background. Eamon grabs his sacred rapier, dislodging it from the wall, while Alan reaches out towards the shattered glass rose, somehow impossibly reaching through realities to grab onto his rose. But just as their fingers brush, the look of shock and terror on this poor woman's face suddenly falls to an eerie flatness. While she remains rose in body, her mind is no longer her own, as the words hate him vibrate through the chords of her soul. All right, and ooh, that is an intensity of 4, so that completely overwhelms her. She feels as stronger than anyone has possibly felt. With a flap of its mighty wings, the phoenix takes off, hauling the party away, with the last thing Alan sees being Rose's sweet face, twist with hatred and disgust, more painful than any knife to the heart, and behind her there is Strife, casually hanging off her shoulder, a wicked grin across her face. The faint touch of intimacy, like their old friend somehow, betrays the violation. After a catatonic moment of processing impossible emotions, Alan turns to Lex, pain in his eyes, yelping, "Why didn't you help?" And that's when Lex flickers, right before disappearing completely, because she sent a hologram of herself onto the Phoenix. And now we go back to the amphitheater where there was the massacre, which, for anyone playing along at home, there are special level ups with whenever a class reaches the level of its dice. So for the Dictator, that is at level 4, live at the Witch Trials. Uh, you you are a notable enough dictator that your name will have attracted hunters and a general bounty. The bounty was for the massacre of a concert. So that is where that is in line. Just all the little pieces of this game coming into play. And so to reset the scene, there's an amphitheater. Strife is on stage holding on to Rose. From backstage, the master enters, and they are a tall, looming figure wearing a white cloak with black trimmings and a black dragon mask. And off stage, there is Smink, who is one of the friendly lizardmen companions that the crew found. He has passed out from how many times the voice has inflicted him. He's felt too many emotions. He's got an emotional hangover. He is feeling awful about the way he's contributed and to hurting the friends he has. His companion Droke is in the sort of center of midfield, completely wasted as he attempted to use his party magic to attack Strife, but or the party and crit failed. He's drunk. He's also incapacitated, but still present. And Peter, I forget where Lex was exactly. I think she
Somewhere
was
making her way towards the stage.
right. Yeah, I think she was. I think she was still not quite on stage. That's right. You were a little bit further back. So you get to sneak in closer, and you overhear um, an argument between Strife and the Master, as the Master says, looks at her and says, "She's not a damn toy. She's a person. You can't just play with her like this." Uh, and Strife is like, "Oh, come on. You can't pretend like everything here is real." you know um this is one of those situations where as a DM I am not yet prepared to have a conversation with myself um in real
it's
time.
never easy.
It's never easy. I would attempt to pre-write if I had to, but the the point of the debate is to, one of the main cruxes of the dictator is consent and the overriding of people's will. And Strife as a person and as a player is the kind of person that, it would become a messy situation. Um, but the master doesn't want that, and says, now it now that she was only supposed to be a lure, She was only supposed to be a threat, but now she's actually here, and we have to do something about her. You figure that out while I need, you know. Oh, sorry. The line that I prepared is we need to hurry before the multiversal swell erodes the harmonic barrier and everything is lost. And so the master begins making their way towards midfield, um, passing by, or before passing by Lex, they drop. You know how in JRPGs, items on the ground look like a little sparkly twinkly thing.
Yeah.
They drop something like that in between as they walk back towards Droke, take the lampshade off his head, and let Dip, the psychedelic lizard toad, crawl up their arm and sit on the top of their head. They then make their way back towards the end of the field, where the remains of Garion's corpse is not re-arising into a fallen, but it is dissolving into magic and ephemera and memories. And Lex, why don't you go ahead and give me an intelligence roll with your D10 for your hacking ability. See if you can. I'm sure you'll discern what's going on here.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes, excellent. So Garion was never real. Garion was a homunculus, a creation, and now he only exists in your memories of him. And the master conjures a large ritual basin atop the open, the remnants of where Garion was as it's slowly dissolving into those just pure information, magic, data, some combination of whatever this world is made of. And all that's left is the D12 in a pile of ashes and nothingness. And the master's not quite able to grab it, but they're able to push it to float above the basin as they then begin filling with these technicolor coins that that are cheat tokens. And the master sits down in front of this pile of 20 cheat tokens and the D12 hovering above it. And they have Dip secrete psychedelic sweat and begin to meditate and start this ritual. And with that, we are going to cut to Alan and Eamon, who are on the back of a marshmallow phoenix halfway across the world, flying somewhere else. What do you think the two of them would be talking about? I think personally, one of the first questions asked would be, "Hey, Eamon, so why'd you throw your sword?"
Uh, I thought breaking the thing might do something, and it did something. And also, and I start like is it holding it in its talons, or how's it holding us?
So the phoenix initially grabbed you in the talons. You're able to climb up, and you're sort of sitting on its back, so
I'm
you're
so
able
I start kind of
to talk
poking
now.
its leg, like, and just in my mind, it's like, huh, is this burning, or am I just like on? It's literally like, well, this is a fire thing.
It is. So it feels like marshmallow, but it doesn't stick to you. So you can literally just kind of grab hunks and climb up it that way. Um, the the Phoenix ability actually has something that says it produces fire that only burns your enemies. So it's hot and it's just not hurting you. And so your little ghost dog kind of barks and leads you up to the back of the Phoenix. If you want to sit there. And Alan, um, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? You know, what's happening inside your head?
Not much of anything. Because, that's sometimes how I roll.
So as the you just pulled Rose into this world and you saw her get told to hate you. So
I,
is
I'm,
that
I'm, I'm, it's not registering yet. I'm overwhelmed. I'm holding on for dear life.
all right? That certainly sounds accurate. Um, where the giant marshmallow phoenix is taking you is to, on our swirling world of die. We had been circling the vertice that was connecting the sides 1, 19, 3, 17, and 7. This is now flying all the way around to pretty much the underside of the world, the vertice connecting 28, 10, 12, and 2. So right here is on the convergence of those points is a giant mountain with a citadel at the top that is the citadel of the gods. It contains statues to the 12 deities of this world. And I mean, the Phoenix can't really talk to you as it's simply flying along its way, but it lands in this empty citadel, this great area. Um, and you know that, hey, this is where it's taking you. This is where the fate of this world will be decided in this next fight as yeah, as you land. Um, and I mean, this is one of those situations where, yeah, you're just being dropped from one conflict into this strange, otherworldly, this ceremonial, this holy place. And the the Phoenix shrieks out in a call that you see it you're in a hallway where lined on either side of you are rows of statues of the gods facing each other. And you see various ones light up. You see the phoenix, the statue for the god of fire, um, lights up in resonance with the marshmallow phoenix. You see that the trickster and gods of excess are dark. They are currently imprisoned um, by the Lord of Light. And uh, how many other this is? But yeah, it's a calling of a gathering of this pantheon. But instead, what emerge from the shadows, you see all the way at the back of the hall, there is a great forge and uh, a furnace. There's pounding of hammers and a marching of drums as this twisted machine is vomiting out soldiers and filling them with a rage for battle. Um, this is an abhorrent monstrosity that is beyond even a single god, as is what happened when the god of war had taken possession of the god of the forge and bent it to its will. Similarly, arising out of the shadows, jumping as if from the waves, is a massive whale with its head turned into a squid that is tentacles pouring out the front of like a great baleen whale that is crashing towards you. As you see, it's a merge of the eldritch and gods of the sea, um, and those are the creatures you need to defeat. Those are the aberrations that the Phoenix stands in opposition to. So, Peter, I guess I mentioned that there was an item dropped for Lex, uh, but I didn't really I didn't really ask if you went to it and what you were trying to do. So I just wanted to set the stage for the fight that was about to happen for Alan and Eamon, and now cut back to what it was you were doing. Um,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna sneak up and see what this item was that was dropped. I
Mm.
don't know if I can see it without picking it up, but
Yeah. So you see that it is the same cheat token that there is a massive pile of at the back of the field, and it has a little note attached to it that says "For a way out." Um,
oh,
and it's exactly the size that can fit in the slot behind your ear, and uh, it is it is burning, with that sort of itch to it. And as you pick it up, so I assume this is a cheat token.
yeah,
This
I was gonna
is
pick it up. I wasn't
it's
gonna
a
leave it there.
this is like in Final Fantasy VII when there's an item for some that I I can't describe it, but it's a powerful item that's hidden in a simple portion of the game. Anyway, uh, and
That's
as you
unnerving though. It's got a nice note with it.
it does it has a note basically saying enjoy, winky face. And as you pick it up, the sky darkens and lightning tears through the sky. And as the lightning tears, it it doesn't dissipate, and you can see in the splinters of electrons, it's they're gaps into other realities and other worlds. And you see that these great strands of fate are reaching down from the sky, and the points where they touch the ground, the arms of the fallen start to crawl out. So you're in the center of this field as these great metaphysical lightning strands are hitting down, and where they touch, fallen or crawling out. So you're kind of you're still invisible. They can't detect you, but you're things are getting hairy.
Yeah.
And you now need to choose which way you're going to go to evade this. If you want to go towards the stage or towards the end of backfield.
Oh, this wasn't on the stage? Weird.
No. Well, you can't crawl out from the stage. They're crawling out of the ground.
No, no, that makes sense. I just,
Yeah.
like I thought those two ended their last or the last session on the stage, and so what if they dropped it, it would have been on the stage. That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
yeah.
But you're
It's
fine.
close.
They dropped it off the stage somewhere. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of in between.
No, no, I'm just trying to imagine it. That's all.
Hmm.
Let's see. Uh, I'm gonna stay stealth and try to continue following the three of them. I assume it's three of them.
Oh, so Strife and Rose are on stage, and Smeek is also passed out. And then at the back of the field is where the master is performing the ritual.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's one of, and you're positioned in between, like kind of in midfield, where you could either go for the stage or go towards the back there. Um, but yeah, you're torn between, all right, what do you want to try to do? Do you want to meddle in forces beyond even my understanding, or do you want to try to um face Rose and Strife?
I'll probably go try to face Rosenstrife. I think that was originally my plan, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
strange coin here, and I feel like it will be useful at some point, but I don't wanna exhaust it the minute I get it. So
Okay. All right. So you start making your way towards the stage, weaving in and out of the clamoring bodies of the fallen. And so you're able to get up on the stage. The way I wanted to do this was basically having these two fights happen simultaneously. So that what's going on with Aemon and Alan and the Phoenix in the Temple of the Gods is, you know, you each get the same number of turns so that, uh, you know, so that basically the fights are kind of interlinked in that way. So with that, I guess since you're invisible, you get the first action of Strife is I don't know what she would be doing. I mean, it's one of those things that she is getting bored and just kind of practicing just destroying things. I think she might even start to sing to aid in the ambiance of all the fallen. But she's distracted. You have a chance to do something. This is definitely an advantage being in stealth. I didn't know if what you wanted to.
I want to see if she wait to see if she does something dumb. I mean, like if she's destroying
Mhm.
things, like the best thing that could happen for me is she destroys some fallen. Is that what we call
Mhm.
them?
Yeah, no, they're definitely they're kind of a captive audience in they're like clamoring at the stage, but they can't quite climb up over it. They're sort of in they're the background ambiance of I'm imagining this like a stage in a fighting game, like looking on stage, and then in the background you can see this like weird ritual of like a hand reaching up towards the strands of fate that are falling and all the cracks of various other universes of all the other games of Die. And you start seeing more and more of the cracks, glimpses into that awful reality where y'all turned into cannibals.
Oh, geez.
Because it's so what I mean by the multiversal swell is that so that one reality from that choice of biting into human flesh, um, if every choice we make creates a new pathway for a new universe, then in the chaos of a feeding frenzy, who takes what piece when and where, there are so many different possibilities that just tapping into that potential once has created an infinite number of those universes. And so it is a multiversal plague of death and destruction that is spreading outwards from this, which is the next closest reality, to that nexus of chaos and death, so to speak. So
Nexus of chaos and death.
the nexus of chaos and death. And so these fallen, uh, most of them you don't recognize, but as time goes on, more and more of them look like fallen versions of you and Eamon and Alan that have blood smeared across them and are carrying weapons made from bones and are getting more crazed and feral.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But Strife is getting irritated
But Strife is getting
and getting
irritated.
and
She's
destructive.
she's she is bored. She's reveling in the chaos at this point, I think, of I think if anything, she she might be she might be saying to Rose things like, well, you know, this is, I mean, that's goodness. I mean, I can't imagine Rose saying much more than she's just the overwhelming hatred um, for Alan right now, and Strife would just be feeding off of that and enjoying it. So I guess it's less boredom and more just she's enjoying the chaos that she's caused. She's enjoying the chaos of this world.
All
And
right.
yeah,
Well, I'm still gonna try to like wait to see if she does something, but in the meantime,
uh-huh,
if I can do it without losing stealth,
uh-huh.
I'm gonna go talk to Tenny about trading
Mm,
a memory for some fair gold.
mm. So the way we had well, so the way we had mentioned is that the memories you can't get overcharge. You can only charge, so you're still fully charged. But if you
Oh,
want overcharge,
I
you could,
forgot that part.
yeah, so you can either try to stealthily take out a few fallen from the crowd to get, to get those there. Um,
How big is the crowd?
so it's starting out about 25 people, and there's more like slowly scattering up. Um, so
Okay.
yeah, it's a good amount of people. I
And around the
believe.
stage, is there like a lot of like pews or anything, or is it just a big mosh pit?
So definitely it's all like ground and mosh pit. Um, on the level, there's kind of there's speakers, so it's the kind of thing where if you were to the side of the stage, and took one out there, you could probably dart behind the speakers relatively easily. If you're to her back. Does that make sense?
Okay. And
Yeah.
then at the other end in the field
Hmm.
is the master,
Yeah, all the way at the backfield.
but
They're
he's
they're
focused on his ritual.
yes, yeah,
All right.
he's
I want to go
they're lost in
towards
his
the
sauce.
back end of the this crowd of fallen
Okay.
and try to, I mean, I'm less worried about the master falling around if I can execute this properly,
Hmm.
trying to kill one of the fallen to get some fair gold from that.
Right, right. Okay. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to check to make sure about your stealth. Let me see. Um, so make yourself practically invisible. Okay. So it doesn't say, okay, so you can stay invisible even though you kill one. Because they're kind of they're you know they're not noticing a walking bloodstain. I imagine if you killed a bunch of them. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and make an attack roll, I give you an advantage because they're completely unaware. Um,
Advantage means an extra dice too.
extra dice, yeah.
And
So
because we're using can we even use the energy weapon at this moment?
yeah, yeah, you can
Okay.
use the energy weapon.
I just didn't know if that would, I don't know, cause them to
There's
be more noticeable.
there's enough going on to where they're gonna start attacking each other as much as this is gonna be a feral mosh of Fallen versus Cannibal Fallen. Um,
Okay, I have one, two, three, four, five successes.
Oh, yeah, that's a ton. Yeah, so you that's even enough to take out two of them, so you get two pieces of fair gold. Um, there's a little bit like basically so now like there's blood on you to where if you go up on stage, you'll be noticed if you don't act immediately like from shadows. It'll be easier to spot you, but the other fallen aren't noticing you because there's too much chaos going on because they're starting to attack each other now as more of them are scrabbering around. Okay, so that was your first turn. Um, so now, okay, so now it goes uh to Eamon and I believe Eamon would act first. So this is where you are facing the giant whale squid, the whale with squid tentacles coming out of its face, and behind that is the awful chained furnace that is vomiting out soldiers. Um, so do you want to do anything? Do you want to provoke an attack? Do you want to what are you thinking? What are you trying?
Um, so there's a chain that is connected to whale vomiting out soldiers. Is that it?
No, no, there's two entities. There's the giant whale with squid tentacles that looks like it's kind of like in a Pokemon, like a water Pokemon that is
Hmm.
is above ground. It's kind of, floating, but it's implying that it swims. And then behind it is the giant like furnace entity that is vomiting out soldiers. Um, yeah.
Does it,
So
I guess the furnace, does it have any facial features or does it just look like a sentient furnace?
I mean, it's like the whole furnace looks kind of like a face, and where the fire in its mouth would be is where the soldiers are climbing out of that.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And
that's a good ways behind. So you'd have to get past, or at least you'd have to get past the squid whale to get to the furnace.
did I get my sword back?
You did, yes.
And how far away are we about?
About so you could move up and attack it. Um, or actually, you're a bit further back um, than that. So I would say you would, yeah. Um,
Well, I guess that was well, what I was thinking. It depends on how far back, how far away we are. About how many feet are
mhm.
we?
Gosh, I'm trying to think in terms of. So I guess if you're medium away, so you could get up to it if you use your full move, or you could get close enough to it. I'm wondering, I guess, if you want to go in and engage, or if you want to hang back and protect the others.
Um, I was gonna do a dumb thing.
Uh-huh.
I was first up for combat sense. I was gonna do parry,
Okay.
and then it worked the last time. I was gonna try and chuck my sword again at the furnace
You want to chuck your sword
because
to the furnace?
I'm thinking if I can get it to at least get distracted and it starts moving, people falling out of its mouth, it's usually some kind of like, okay, walk up, jump, or whatever. It's like
Uh-huh.
it follows a procedure. When you disrupt a procedure, um,
Okay, so you want to throw your sword to sort of to basically make it close its mouth so that it can't.
or like when they used to shoot like with Hannibal and they used to shoot the elephants in the eye.
Okay. Um, okay, so you want to try and make that thing angry. The problem is that so you would basically need to, in order to get, you would have to basically be standing right next to this giant squid whale to then throw your sword at the furnace monster behind it. So you would then be without your sword with a giant monster right there that's ready to hit you.
I said I'm going to do a dumb thing.
Okay. All right. Roll your dice.
Oh, okay. Let's see. That's a six and two fives.
Six and two
I'm
fives. Okay. So, all right. That's there we go. So your sword it definitely hit it square in the eye, and it has mashed up the gears. It has clogged the machine, and it'll need to undo things before, because it's a giant belcher, creating more troops. So you've locked that up. Um, Now it's going to be Alan. Oh, Alan, by the way, since you're now in more trouble than you were before, this is you have your full die back. You're
Okay.
you're not just a regular guy anymore. Because I threw you into the shit. Okay.
All righty.
So now do you want to charge in? Do you want to
Where is Rose?
Where is Rose? Rose is back at the stadium. She was left behind.
Roses left behind,
Yes.
and I'm where?
And you are now in the Citadel of the Gods, where there is a giant squid whale and an evil furnace belching soldiers.
Belching soldier.
That Aemon locked up by throwing his sword into the gears, and yeah, and then there's the giant squid whale that he's now standing next to, and the Marshmallow Phoenix is also there and will be helping you in the fight.
Alrighty. So squid whale. Squid. How far away from the squid whale am I?
So you could move up and attack it if you wanted to.
Is it looking at me? Is it looking at Amen?
It's definitely looking at Aemon, to where it's noticed this beast that's right next to it. That it's probably it sees that he just threw his weapon, so it's going to be going for him.
Okay. Do I know where its blowhole is? Can I see that?
It's at on top of its head, like where it's a whale with tentacles coming out of its face. So I
Yeah,
think
but,
I don't know
but
how necessary the blowhole
c-
is, but it's on
well,
top of its head.
well, my question is, can I run and jump and shove my hands in the blowhole
Yeah, yeah, you could do that
and release some chain lightning?
and release some. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to be on there. I think that I mean that
I
definitely
wanted
is
to go straight into the blowhole.
okay. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a super attack. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
I want to be frying him from the inside. I'm
Okay,
mad.
that sounds good to me.
I'm mad and reckless.
Okay. So I'll give you because you've got your charisma pool, so that's 3 plus your fool die. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 advantages there. So that is 6 dice you'll be rolling. Um, oh, which just to confirm, I think we said this is good. Your chain lightning is good once per encounter, so you definitely want to pop it first. Okay, that's good. There we go. Then your 6 die, one of which is your
So
full die.
I need two more dice than I have right now. Two. Alrighty. So 5 regular dice and a full die.
Hmm.
And my O is on the 4.
Hmm.
Have a 5, 5, 4, 2, 1, and
Wow.
a 3 on the full die.
Okay, so 5, 5, 4. Um, okay, so you you blast your lightning into this beast with all its might, and you can see that the the whale is hurt. The whale cries out in pain, but the squid part, that eldritch otherworld monster, it laughs. It laughs back at you, um, as it's almost as if it's been tickled. So, um, so yeah. So you it has a defensive 1, so you did 2 hits to it. Um, with your lightning blast, and it has a lot of health remaining. Um, so now it is the Phoenix's turn. Um, the Phoenix is. Do I want? Yes, I do want to do that. Okay, so the Phoenix gets to roll those, and I'm going to give it an advantage because, as we stated, it's fire, burns the enemies. So okay, so that is 6, 4, and 9. So I'm going to say that was 3 hits. And you see that by contrast, the Phoenix's fire, as its claws tear into the, grapple with the tentacles that are reaching up and the claws tearing into them, and the belch of molten marshmallow is able to burn the squid while preserving the whale. And the eldritch entity recoils in horror. Um, However, it is now well, okay, so it's surrounded. It's going to attack. Um, it's big. It's going to hit things. Oh, uh, ooh. So I forgot about this. So the giant squid whale is actually modeled off of the greater demon, and it has an aura. I forgot to do this. Anyone who approaches the demon must make a wisdom dice pool or take one wound from the sheer force of its evil. So, Chew, would you mind making a quick wisdom roll? You just need one success to survive this.
Okay.
Mhm.
And remember that attacks on me suffer one disadvantage.
So it's not attacking you. This is because
I
you
know. I'm
approached it.
just
Yeah. But yeah, I remember that part.
the 4 and a 6.
4 and 6. Okay, so you don't take a wound, and then Tad, if you would mind quickly just rolling the two dice for a wisdom roll.
Five, three.
5-3. Okay, so you're good too. And then I'm just double checking if the Phoenix has a wisdom stat. It doesn't, so it's a deity. I'm gonna say it doesn't have to deal with it. Okay. And so now this thing is okay. So it's probably going to attack the Phoenix because that's the largest target because y'all engaged and distracted it. Ooh, okay. And it's actually overwhelmed. It rolled very poorly. It rolled 3 1s, a 2, 3, and a 5. Um, and so it hits the Phoenix back meekly, as it's largely entangled, and the beast is um, it's then tightening back, and the Phoenix takes one hit to its guard. Okay. All right. And now the furnace is, gosh, what am I even doing for this? Okay. Uh, it's going to roll something and see what happens. Okay, so its gears are crunching and shifting, and the sword is sort of loosening out there, but it's not quite able to spout more minions yet. Okay, so now that back to Lex over in the other fight, you have your two fair gold. You are behind the speakers, able to look down backstage as Strife is just like encouraging, not using the voice, but encouraging the Sprouting Fallen to continue to fight each other because the various Cannibal Fallen from all these disparate universes are embattling each other at this point.
Hmm. What happened to my character sheet? Sorry.
That's okay. That's a good question.
There it is. All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is pop the 2 fair gold,
Mhm.
allowing that to radiate within me, feeling
Yep.
myself
Supercharged. The
on extra drive.
So what do you want to try to do with your overcharge here?
I'm going to try to boost Narrow Sleep if I can get it on her
Okay.
to the point where it like one hit knocks her out.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also gonna palm the cheat token in my hand.
Okay. So keeping it at the ready. So the way overcharge works is you're gonna just roll your d10, and yeah, so if it's odd, works fine. If it's even, something weird's gonna happen.
That's for 3 or more.
Huh? What's that?
That's for 3 or more gold.
Oh, it says to overcharge a gift, describe your desired effect. The GM sets a cost to achieve this
Okay, so
effect. Yeah.
are you saying that I need to use 3 or more gold?
I don't know where you're getting 3 from.
That's under overcharge.
Where does it say three?
Overcharge.
Uh-huh.
You can use extra fair gold to simulate an upgrade in a one-off fashion. To overcharge an activated gift, describe your desired effect. The GM sets a cost in gold,
Yeah.
which is what you would do.
Uh-huh.
So to achieve this effect, 1 gold is enough to temporarily remove a gift's limitations, extend its capacities, or ape an upgrade. At 2 gold,
Um,
it's enough to improve the gift in several ways. And 3 or more gold lets you perform a truly spectacular feat. Spend the gold and roll your d10. If the result is odd, it works perfectly. If it is even,
mhm.
it mostly works, but something goes amiss.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean it's kind of a sliding scale. I
Okay.
think yeah, so I mean did you if I mean it's one of those where
I'm okay with whatever you want me to do. I just was
yeah.
trying to understand where it was
Right.
coming from.
So I think the cost let's see here. So it was 1 extend capabilities, remove limitations. Okay, so I think 2 is because the narrow sleep is significant enough that I do think you would need to use 2 for 1 hit to count as double, you
Right.
know?
So that's
Um
why I was thinking two
okay.
was, that's why I used both of them.
Yes, yes, using both of them. But still the roll for even or odd is whether it works or not. Sorry, I got a little lost there. I was
Oh,
so
okay. So the roll for even or odd, it doesn't have
uh-huh.
to do with 3 or more. Weird.
No, yeah, so that's just in general, it just says to overcharge a gift, describe the desired effect, and then I set the cost in Faragold to achieve it, and then you spend it, roll your D10, and it's just I don't know what would go wrong, but
Yeah,
something
I'm
might go
just
wrong.
trying to understand it. That's all. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
Let me
okay.
go
It's
read it from the actual source.
yeah, it's also oh right, that's another thing that I've been encountering
Oh,
is
okay, there we go.
yeah,
Okay, I
because
see
I'm
what
in the
happened.
book versus you're on your character sheet.
Yeah, so I have to.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I went off and fixed what happened.
Okay.
Spend a
Um,
gold and roll a d10. Okay. All right. Cool. I
okay.
figured out what was going on. I'm sorry about
Oh, you're
that.
fine. No,
All
it's okay.
right. So D10.
hmm
We got a 6.
Okay, so that's even. It mostly works, but something goes amiss. Um, so I'm gonna say go ahead and now roll your attack roll on her. So that's gonna be I think you have 4 dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 4 dexterity, your D10, and advantage because you're coming from the shadows, invisible, and she's distracted. Um, yeah, I just want to make sure that you get a special in
Okay. So I got an 8 on my
there. Uh-huh.
D10, two
Perfect.
sixes, a 5 and a 4 and a 1.
Okay, so oh, that's perfect. So she is uh uh now like comatose. So this is okay. Oh, this actually is great. So normally just I was thinking just knocking her out would mean that her compulsions are still in effect. But you basically knocked her out so much that that now Rose sort of snaps out of it and is looking around like what's what's going on? Like this where am I? What's happening? She is
Oh,
unable
I
to
did
comprehend.
want to mention while I'm knocking her out, I want to
Uh-huh.
like grab her as well.
Yeah.
So like she's not just falling to the ground.
No, yeah, no, I'm not gonna Gwen Stacy you here. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so she's passing out. You are gently lowering her to the ground. Um, Rose has snapped out of it and she's confused. So here's a question. would Lex and Rose have ever met before?
I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
sound like Lex and Alan have even spent that much time with each other in the
Okay.
last 20 years.
Right. So, I mean, you see her. What do you think Lex would say to her as, seeing someone who is in this world without powers?
Uh, I just thought of the cheesiest line
Okay.
from a movie that I could think of.
Okay.
Come with me if you want to live.
All right. Yeah, you are metallic enough to reference Terminator for sure. Okay. So that's what you say to her. I am now going to okay. That's good for now. We're going to do another round of turns back in the Citadel of the Gods. So it's going to start with Aemon, um, top of the order here. So you're now there is a grappling fight between a giant phoenix um, and a giant squid whale. Uh, Alan is atop the giant squid whale, hands deep in the blowhole. I am suddenly reminded of that episode of Seinfeld where Kramer pulls a golf ball out of a whale blowhole. Um, Feels fortuitous. Eamon, what would you like to do?
Um, I guess where's my sword at?
It is sticking out of um, the eye of the great Warforged furnace deity, um, and it's kind of like kind of glitching and twitching and squealing in pain as it's lodged between two very key gears, keeping things from going on. So
Okay, then I will um in that case, I'm just going to keep it there. How's the whale squid handling, I guess, being a lamp right now? How's that going?
So you can tell that the Phoenix is able to hurt the Eldritch God part of it while not hurting the Sea God, whereas Alan's lightning hurt the Sea God without hurting the Eldritch monster. So it's definitely I feel like y'all have the upper hand right now. It that could turn if the giant squid whale rolls well, but
Okay. With
yeah.
what I'm basically gonna do is with Alan basically making a fish fry in reverse.
Hmm.
Um I'm going to basically run and just kind of basically slap and pull my nails across the the squid whale
Hmm.
um basically to try and draw its attention and basically uh step back about 15 feet and just kind of
Okay.
get ready
Okay.
to dodge or whatever, just try to
Gotcha.
let the let the fish fry continue.
Okay. So you want to draw its attention and then step back?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically to if it wants to get me, it has to move. I'm not trying to go where it's
Mhm.
like it would like it's still within like grabbing distance, but it has have to
Mhm.
focus on me.
Right. Yeah, you're trying to keep it distracted so that Alan and the Phoenix can do something. Okay. So go ahead and roll a dexterity pool without your D8 because you don't have your sword. So I feel like that's those are tied together.
Yeah,
And so this isn't for damage, this is for distraction. This is going to be how many disadvantages you want to give back to it.
triple threes.
Triple threes. Wait, don't you have roll one more? Don't you have four dexterity?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, I do.
Okay, so one more.
3.
3. Okay. All right. So you draw its attention, but you don't distract it. It's
I
now
mean, I
again
think
as
he should get something for
yes.
having 4 3s.
Well, so it's not a critical fail, but
Mm.
what's happening is that as he's trying to dart away, the beast is now getting an opportunity to attack at him.
Uh-huh.
And so you still have parry, so that
Mhm.
takes away 1. You have defense, so that takes away 1.
Mhm.
But it has a special that is it says the whip, but this is the tentacle grabs hold of the target who cannot escape until freed or until its special is used on another target. So now you are held hostage, wrapped up in a tentacle, hanging upside down, and you take 1 hit.
Okay, important question.
Mhm.
Is this also a marshmallow?
No, no. This is so the tentacle of the squid. I don't know. You know what? Yeah, let's do a food theme here. Um,
I mean, it could literally just be fish.
Pasta.
well, I was thinking black licorice
Oh, there you go.
because it's
That's
it's the eldritch tentacles.
that's
Um,
bad for me.
the black licorice.
Yes.
We like
Oh,
black licorice.
Yeah, my favorite ice
Let's
cream
make it
flavor.
into ice cream, man.
It's
interesting.
black
Well,
is black licorice.
yeah, yeah. So it's
Oh,
got
the
black licorice
terror of your
tentacles.
favorite
Oh,
treat
so
becoming the binding of
yeah.
your
But the blood is still ammonia, so it like has your favorite flavor, but then it's also sickening you at the same time.
So it's
Um,
so it's Norwegian black licorice.
yes, there we go. Okay, so we've established that the Eldritch, so the Eldritch god is black licorice. So I guess they'll all be candy themed. Fire is marshmallow. Um, the sea god is saltwater taffy. So the whale smells like saltwater taffy. Um, but the tentacles of the eldritch creature are the black licorice. And then so war is probably going to be cinnamon because it's spicy. Maybe capsaicin if I'm feeling especially bad. And then the forged
you
god,
mean red hots, right?
red hots. Yes. Ooh, perfect. Um, for some reason, I want to say the forged god is like toffee because it's like really hard and brittle, and I love toffee. But maybe it'll be something. We'll see. We'll see.
We gotta
Uh,
think on that.
we do.
Because
All
what
right.
can you make with like a lot like there's like toffee, I could see
Mhm.
toffee, but
Yeah. You know what? I'll probably have to look up some of the God.
something like
It's
Laffy Taffy comes to mind or
no.
something weird.
I was thinking
Laffy
the
Taffy's not quite right because it's Laffy, but
yeah. No, I was thinking of Oh, I'm blanking on the term for the 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 chefs who use scientific techniques like liquid
Molecular,
nitrogen.
well, molecular astronomy or
Yeah,
modernist.
that's it. That's it. It's like a molecular gastronomy type thing. That's what I'll have to look up.
there you go.
There we go. Okay. Awesome. This was fruitful lore. We're establishing a candy theme, molecular gastronomy. Okay.
I
Awesome.
think
Okay.
these all came out of child sorry, Eamon's
This is perfect.
mind.
It just
Yeah,
popped in there.
it really did. It really
What
did.
just popped in there, Ray? I was thinking about what just,
Oh yeah. There
Well,
we
you have to
go.
remember that if
it's,
Eamon was like
it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
wait, how old is Eamon now?
32.
32?
32. So he would have
12 at the
been,
time?
yeah, it probably would have been 12,
Okay.
so we would have been, if we're, it's a little fuzzy, but he would have been maybe if
What
we were in
did
high
you
school, he would have
do,
been like
Eamon?
8. I don't know. It's okay. We'll figure out the numbers, but he's a little younger.
Yeah,
Alan,
but I was just saying, thinking like if who was the person who put the GM? Why do I keep forgetting that guy's name?
Garion,
Yeah, if
yeah.
Garion was talking to Eamon at the time, he might like
Mhm.
get weird ways to like keep Eamon interested in the game, like,
Yeah.
making candy gods.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I did mention that Garion would be doing that of like making characters based on Eamon to try to get reactions out of him. So yeah, I think Candy Gods, this is a good one.
I don't know. Eamon has to, obviously sign
Oh
off on
yeah.
it too, but
Yeah. All right.
by which I mean Jonathan.
Right. For the immediate
I'm
combat.
I'm fine with whatever.
There you go.
Alan, hands in the wormhole or hands in the yeah, I guess this blowhole is slowly turning into a wormhole.
So,
What do you
I
feel like doing here?
mean, what totally happens now is I launch myself up, yanking my hands out of the blowhole. I
Hmm.
shout, "Forever sword," and
Forever
I
sword.
get
Ooh,
I get
yeah.
Forever Carlisle's sword,
Heck yeah.
and I do a crazy spin barrel roll to cut off all of the tentacles at once.
Okay, let's see how well that goes. So you have to add a cross to your fool die to get the sword immediately. Were there any crosses that you had before?
There were no crosses
Okay.
before.
Oh, right, yeah. I think we
So,
hit one at one point. So, okay.
right. So the cross will be on one.
Okay.
I was supposed to have added a O because I didn't have
Yes.
one the last time.
Yeah, so there's
So
one on 3 and then
no, there was
another
one on 4, and
one on
now I'm
4,
going
that's
to
right.
add one to 3.
Okay, 4 and 3. You've
4 and
so
3.
this is definitely I'm going to give you the dexterity for this one because it's just really fucking cool to imagine you spinning like a top trying to cut off these. So go ahead and roll. You've got 3 dexterity plus your full die. Yeah, those 4 dice, go for it.
All right. 6, 5, 5, and a 5 on the fool die.
Wow. 6, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so that's going to be 3 hits against this thing. Actually, I'm going to say 2. I'm going to give it back to its. So again, this greater demon is supposed to have 2 defense, which is gnarly. Um, but yeah, that's it. So there you go. So it's got a few hits remaining. You are able to free Eamon. That definitely cuts off all the tentacles. So he is now. You're now, sort of next to each other, a bit away from it. The Phoenix is going back for round 2 of laying in the molten marshmallows. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get okay. So these 3 plus this one, let's go. All right, and so so it's now like pulling the squid out of the whale, so it's kind of like 2 different entities overlapping, and you can see that they're separating from each other. Because it's okay, so it's now very much like that, and so the phoenix is pulling back. um it's getting the squid out of the whale. All right, so now back to Lex, and you're on stage. There is Rose in front of you who is like, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, I am gonna have to come with you. And then the passed out Strife and the passed out Smink also by backstage. Droke is I'm gonna say you can take the Lizardmen with you because I love them, and I want you to you know I still want them to be with the group. So if you want to go ahead and use that chi token now to teleport to where Alan and Eamon are. You're muted. You're muted. I'm so sorry.
No, thank you for calling it out. Because I forgot I muted myself. Uh, what I was gonna say was I'm gonna try to get everybody to huddle into a group and
Hmm.
slot this token.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously we might have to drag some people together quickly and slot this
Hmm.
token behind my ear
Hmm.
and say, uh, take us away from here.
Yeah. So the way when the chi token
And hope to
falls
God it works because I have no idea what this thing does.
right, so when it falls behind your ear, and we've established that it feels like a plinko game in your soul of the as the Faragold bounces down on the pegs, and you get that rush of excitement as it then lands, and you get power, and it revs up. This is like that, although it never stops. It never stops plinking. It's just you feel this continually building charge, and you see in your heads-up display your Faragold charge turn infinite. And so for the rest of this encounter, you have infinite charge that gives you access to all of the the gifts, even the ones you don't have. And so that blink teleporter is able to take the whole group and drop you all into the Citadel in front of the well, that's where you're going. But before you do,
Do I need
um,
to roll this D10 again?
no, because this is a cheat token. So this is better than Faragold. This the way I
It
think of it,
automatically goes right.
it automatically goes right. There's no drawbacks. The cheat tokens are ridiculously powerful, which, just to show my math a little bit, the reason what's happening. So now as you blink away, you're seeing that all of the cracks in the sky are various sites of cannibalism. And you see that there are those, and then all of the strands of the other universes have collected into a giant ball of interdimensional yarn rotating above the master where they were performing their ritual. And you understand that this is the manifestation of the god of fate. It is all other stretches of reality, all other possibilities condensed into one, into a massive clutch of point. To as I was saying, to show my math, I how I'm playing this master is kind of in between a GM master and a player master, where I have picked specific levels to emphasize different abilities that they would be using. Um, and one of the things I wanted to say is because normally the rules say here at the start of each session, gain cheat tokens equivalent to the number of other players in the game. When combat begins, so first of all, that gain a number of tokens equal to the other players in the game. So that's 3 per session. I think the intention is that I can only use 3 at a time. However, I'm diving headfirst through that loophole in the rules and saying that since I haven't been around and I haven't needed to use these cheat tokens, they've been piling up, and they are the fuel for this ritual to the god of fate that the master is performing. And the last pieces you see before you teleport away, Lex, are what happened when with the
Is it
master.
session number 7?
This is session number 8.
Oh, okay.
So there would be, yeah. So I use
you could have even
one.
used a cheat token to make sure that you could have had all these cheat tokens.
Yes, if I need to. This is the wish for extra wishes if you need be. The one to give away to you, and then I used one last time to pull you out of the cannibalism torment chaos nexus.
Right.
But you see, instead of Garion showing up to meet you at the game store, there's someone with a black hole for their head. You can't see. And the reasoning for this is that y'all would recognize them, but your characters have no way of knowing who this could possibly be. And when they sit down for the game with you, when you transport into the world, they immediately grab their D20 and disappear using invisibility. And then combining the rules for create intelligence and counterspell and intangibility, they mind wipe you one by one. So the first one is a mind wipe for Alan, and it's successful.
So what am I
Second,
forgetting?
you're forgetting what actually happened. Your memories are being altered, so that the game we played is a false memory. You know this.
So all the way
Your character
back
doesn't know
to
this. Yes, everything we've experienced up until so in
up
that
until now.
first session. Basically, well,
Everything in
in
this experience at like whatever age we are now, or 20 years ago too.
no. Just whatever age you are now, your memories of how the game formed were false. You still
Everything
know.
since we entered the comic book shop, essentially.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I mean,
That's what I was trying to figure out.
yeah.
So everything we've played so far.
Everything we've played so far, I would say that the experiences, once you're out of that, so yeah, so the everything we've played so far, I would say that the fight against the cyborg Brontosaurus is real. The That's basically the real point. Everything before then has a muddy, fake
The,
feeling to it.
the cyborg brontosaurus.
You don't remember
Yeah.
that one?
You don't
The
remember
Course
cyborg
not.
Brontosaurus?
cyborg Brontosaurus Hydra?
The Hydra? You don't remember the Hydra? You remember the skateboard that you used for it, but not the creature itself.
The
Sounds about
skateboard
right.
was the cool part.
Just checking. I'm
All
just
right.
checking.
So
So I
this
didn't
is
forget my skateboard. Excellent.
no, your
We,
skateboard is still sitting in that world for you.
Yeah.
This is the
I
roll
mean,
to mind wipe Aemon, and it goes successfully. But I lose mastery. This one is to mind wipe Lex, and that is not rolling enough dice. There we go. That one might be unsuccessful. I might have needed to use a cheat token there. I think that's it. And then whoa, yep, one last roll.
I don't know. It'd be really interesting to like just have Lex be like,
Well, I think that losing mastery on the roll to mind wipe Aemon is why he was able to uncover the false memories in that episode and why it started unraveling on him first.
makes sense.
Yeah, and then there's this final roll to create Garion, and that also goes successfully. So those are the things you see. You now know that the person who created this game is, not someone you are aware of. And the person who you thought that created this game, your friend who you grew up with, now only exists in those memories of yours from the real world. And with that, you blink away. You return to the, or not return to, but you teleport into the Temple of the Gods, where you're seeing the giant squid. I'm going to make a roll for, because this seems most narratively important, for the Phoenix right now to see if it can. Yeah. No, not quite, because there was only one success on that one. So it is at the stage of tearing this other creature from it. And you've all appeared here. I've completely forgotten the initiative or okay, the Phoenix went. It was unable to finish tearing the squid out of the whale. Eamon, you have been released from its tentacle grasp. And Alan, you are also on the ground. You have a sword. So, Eamon, what would you like to try to do?
Go for the sword.
Oh, go for your sword. Okay. So you go and you're able to pull that out of there, wrenching it free. That means that the furnace creature might be able to do something on its turn. Alan, what would you like to do?
We're back where?
Well, actually, so you haven't gone anywhere, but Lex and Rose and Smink and Droke have appeared and are where you like sort of back aways from the action, so they didn't get dropped right into the combat. But they're back towards the where you entered the Temple of the Gods here. They teleported to you.
Is there still anything to kill with my sword?
Yeah, the
I'm
the
very disoriented.
that's okay. I'm a little disoriented too. I'm a bit all over the place this morning or this day. Um, but yeah, so basically nothing has changed for you. You landed with the sword. You can make the final cut to sever the tie between the Eldritch and Sea Gods. Lex and Rose and the Lizard Men are a bit of a safe distance away from you, and
Yeah, I think I need to
okay.
sever shit.
All right, so that's going to be dexterity roll with your fool die.
So 3 dice and the fool die.
Mhm.
All right. 655 and on the full die, four is
Oh,
a 0.
excellent. So there we go. So you're thankfully, with that stroke of great luck, uh, your sword does not just cut into flesh, but it cuts into the bond connecting these two deities together, and uh, the phoenix then is able to fully pull the squirming eldritch squid worm creature from with its talons from the clutches uh, of this giant sea whale, which looks like just the most absolute relief of getting a terrible interdimensional parasite pulled out of your mind. Um, Now there's whatever's going on with the Forge God. I'm gonna see how many. So the way it was gonna work is I was like, oh, I'll roll like 3 and see how many units it creates. But I guess that's just one little guy. One little guy squirms out of there. The hope was that Lex would be able to hack it since it's the Forge God, um, if he wanted to. But this fight is feeling pretty won. Um, I feel like this is a good place to end it with a slight victory. Um, you all, we'll sort of figure out the starting point from next time. The Eldritch God, as quickly as it is pulled from the Sea God, it then worms away between the talons of the Phoenix and disappears in shadows. Um, the War God will be left to potentially be interrogated. We'll figure out how to separate those. Um, and as you look out over the world from atop this um, this citadel of the gods, you see the land slowly dissolving into white light as the only thing left, the completion of the master's ritual. They are now holding their hands out. Swirling around them is both the D20 and the D12. As you feel power surging through you, everyone levels up, and the level 6 for the master is a bond between it and the god of fate, as it is now doing the forbidden and accessing the power of 2 dice. And as the world is fading away, uh, we will begin next time with a new sense of reality, as everything we know has been upended and distorted and changed.
But my skateboard's somewhere.
It's somewhere. So that's I guess the end of today's session. We can move to stars and wishes and kind of unpack. I don't even. I hope the weight of that, the idea of a dual classing master, is both unknown and
Wish I
intimidating.
was a Kellogg's cornflake floating in my bowl, making movies.
So yeah, sorry if that felt a little
That's my
disorienting.
wish.
That's your wish? Is
Well, I'm supposed to
cornflakes?
be I'm supposed to be disoriented if I lose all my memories.
Mm.
I'm looking around and I don't know why I'm there.
Yeah. Well, so we'll have to talk a little bit off air to sort of figure out the extent to those new directions. But yeah, I'd been planning on the secret mind wipe for a while. Um,
Grip mind wipe.
yep, group mind wipe. And um, so a while back there was a die resource jam, kind of like a homebrew thing on the die Discord, that I had that plan of like, hey, multi-classing is not really a thing in die. It very much intentionally so, in that the classes all have enough variation that there are multiple ways to play the same class, and you could have two of the same class look wildly different. Um, I still think it's interesting, and I do have a piece of the story in mind of what the master is trying to accomplish by accessing godly power and making a pact with the god of fate. And you, what I eventually came down to is that the reason to want to multi-class is not your typical D&D. Oh, I want to be more powerful. I want to do more things, because you can already do everything. The point of multi-classing is to roll two special dice at once. So that's what they'll be doing to get an advantage of being outnumbered 3-1. That's the excuse in my head.
I'm the fool.
Oh, I
I
see.
don't pay attention.
We've established this. That's your strength. All right. Did we want to just end the episode there if everyone seems a little tired?
I mean, it depends. Do we want to do level up on air or off air?
I mean, we could do level up on air. I know that we were
Yeah.
talking about stars and wishes. We should probably do that. I just
Yeah. I mean, it's
got
okay.
distracted with leveling up.
Yeah. It's leveling up's one of my favorite things. Go for it. What are y'all thinking? What would you like? I know that we will also have to start next session with the Fool's special level, because now that we're level 6, it's going to be a lucky break. So we're going to have to figure out, that's going to be the direction for next time, is opening that door.
Uh, I I was looking at level 6 for advancements. I'd like to get gold source.
Excellent.
And then for my stat bonus, I want to add to int
Okay, cool.
because it seems like hacking is something I've been trying to work on. So
Yeah. I mean, that's also it's that's what I do too, probably. And then just those last two probably for Constitution, or I don't know, if you want
yeah,
to be a chatty rogue, you
I'll
take
figure it
Charisma.
out.
Yeah. But okay, so at the start of each day you receive one fair gold via a reasonably safe method. What is it? Do you have an idea there? Or
No, we'll have to start thinking about that.
okay.
Um,
The
or I mean, it could just be Tenny again. I mean,
oh, right. This is your free energy for the day. Um I was actually thinking it would be kind of interesting if like you just went outside and you were able to like dig a little bit, and then just one piece appears out of the ground.
oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Tenny is like, oh, we need to keep you addicted to this Fairgold.
right.
Go look in this spot over here.
Right. It's like ping, ping, and you just like dig there. You're like, huh. And then like you try it somewhere else, and it's like, no, that it's just one a day, kind of like sprouts out of the ground.
It's those spiders from
Yeah,
Mars.
there we go. Martian spiders. Yeah, well, that gives us avenues. We can modify that if we need to. Alan, were you looking at, or Tad, I guess. You're back to Tad.
I'm putting my clean slate on,
Oh, cool.
and I'm going to use it immediately
Of course.
because I have two crosses and one circle right now, and
All righty.
that's no good.
Okay, so then yeah, so then each time we'll end up describing how to blow off steam.
Yeah, I
Um
don't have to use it every time,
no, but you can.
but I can use it.
Yeah.
So it'll all come down to what do I have more of on my die?
Hmm. And then, Eamon, did you have an idea, or do you need a minute to sort of
I
settle in?
I probably need just because I'm gonna go back and read through a bunch of stuff, so
Gotcha.
I'll put it in the chat of what
Excellent.
I'm looking at.
No worries there. Um, so yeah, so that I hope everyone still had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
I really liked I mean, I liked how we were able to sort of create a stealth episode. So that was kind of fun. Didn't feel
Mhm.
like overburdened with tons of rolls or anything like that. And we were kind of able to achieve something with that.
We did. I
Um,
This is where I want to give a star to you for when with the break between sessions I asked Peter, so what do because I surprised him with the, hey, do you want to stay behind with the villains for a minute? And he said sure. And so then I said, okay, what are we actually going to do here? And in the back of my head, please don't disturb my ritual to initiate dual classing. That
oh,
would, yeah.
didn't even know that that's what the ritual was for.
That was
Had
this,
I,
yep.
that probably would have caused more problems for you, but
I was gonna
no,
say
I was focused on other things because I said, like, obviously this guy has a lot of eminence and power,
uh,
but
this
no,
is
I'm just trying to get information.
this is where I would take a moment to emphasize they them pronouns for the master, please.
They,
Uh,
them.
they them. They
So
are
they, them.
they them.
Apologies.
That's okay. That's okay. It was this is where it's stated. But yeah, and yes, that was a lot of fun. I don't remember if I said it last time, but I wanted to give a star to Chew again this time. I mean, last time when you threw your weapon, that was the catalyst. I was like, okay, sparked the end of this one. And then this time I the throwing the weapon worked out for you again, where you were able to sort of stall out the engine and focus on the squid demon. Um, so yeah, so I thought that was I liked how that ended up working out for you.
I'm I'm in a I'm starting to get into a more chaos monkey mode with my TTRPGs. Because my other campaign, one of my campaign playing in, it's wrapping up,
Hmm.
and um, so I'm starting to get into a little bit more of a chaotic mindset.
Nice.
I'm just always in a chaotic mindset.
That's your secret, Ted. You're always chaotic.
There you have it.
All righty. And with that, I beg, Tad, I plead, please, please, we need. I dig the Spider-Man costume out of the garbage can, and I ask you, please, more 22 panels, please.
No, 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 no. Today you're
Man,
waking him up.
Waking him up,
Yeah,
shaking,
remember?
shaking
yeah.
You
it.
remember he fell
Mm,
asleep at the beginning of this episode. You got to wake him up and like
Okay,
tell him his rest is over. He's got to get back to it.
right. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. 22 panels
I
is will go
mean,
on forever.
I guess I'm talking to Jeffrey Brown tomorrow, and we got heavy metal tomorrow, and
Oh
then
yeah, I
Shelley
gotta go read for
Bond and
that.
Liz Prince on Tuesday. So I suppose it's not time to quit yet.
Or
I
is it?
suppose I suppose it's not. No, I don't want to. I don't want to disappoint
What can't?
Shelley.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on,
I
man.
can't. I can't disappoint Shelley. That would
I
be.
wish I
That
could
Dude,
would
make that.
be. That would be
this
horrible.
is this is why we call it a joke.
Shelley's my friend, which is weird to say, but it's true. So I can't disappoint Shelley.
So we'll see you on the next page.
We will
After.
see you. We will see you after the next page.
I don't remember this ever, even though it's been said to me 1,000